Welcome back to GMQC at 11, of course, at Browning Field here. Homecoming for Moline versus Quincy, one of the big games we'll have for you tonight coming up on the score. But we are joined now by the athletic director here at Moline High School, Todd Thompson. And Todd, obviously an exciting time, exciting week, a busy week for you guys. Before we talk about football, what's a homecoming week like when it comes to yourself and how busy you guys probably get?
Yeah, it's just definitely a lot more requests, right? We're lucky enough to have the class of 1959 coming tonight, so that's one exciting. And then we also have the class of 2004. So pretty big gap there, but it's exciting to have all those requests. It's also Men's night for the football team, and then we have obviously the coronations and things like that of the homecoming court. So it's busy, but once the teams hit the field, it's exciting.
So knowing that you're athletic director, you do the scheduling, you do all this stuff, but you encompass a lot of things. Yesterday I saw you setting up out in the parking lot and putting all the signs up for people that have the gold star and the boosters. You're helping with the flags. Do you just got to do everything all week long just to kind of get everything done?
Away. He's not that hard to work.
I'm glad somebody notices. No, it's obviously we have our great staff here, but they get busy, and if there's any time that I can help them, maybe it's the old industrial tech experience, and it's like jump in and just take care of it if it needs to be done. So hopefully Mike doesn't need any help coaching football, because I'll be in trouble there.
Yeah, you look at this, and it is a big experience with not just the game itself. And you talk about bringing people in, bringing the teams back. Is that what makes homecoming special? Is just that it touches so many Maroons, former Maroons, all those kind of things?
Yeah, I think that's the whole, the homecoming atmosphere thing about, like, the class of 1959 would probably not come to a football game normally, and to be able to celebrate them and have them here and all the men and everything that whole organization does for our football team is amazing. So to be able to have them on the sidelines, and it just makes the atmosphere amazing. And obviously we have a great team coming in, so it should be a great game, great atmosphere, everything you want.
You mentioned the great team coming in. That's Quincy. They are defending champs. They're undefeated this season. You guys have had a pretty tough schedule all week long. Did you think about scheduling somebody?
See, now he's got to go.
He's got things. Yeah, he's got other things going on.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of those things. It's more about the date. I know we had always previously had homecoming in October, and we were fighting weather. We were fighting those things, and it was one of those things where we really wanted to get it into September, late September. So, yeah, it's Quincy. They're favored to win the Big Six, but I think also have a homecoming game that is not going to be a blowout. It just makes it more exciting.
Sure.
And I think we got a great shot tonight. I know our staff and our team's ready to go. So, I mean, overall, I think it's just the best of the best that we can get.
You mentioned Coach Morrissey. We'll have him on in a little bit, talk more football with him. But when you, from the outside looking in, you have a young football team that you can see that's gotten better throughout last year and this year as well. You guys got to be excited about what you're starting to see on the football field when it comes to talent and kind of putting talent and experience together.
Yeah, I know, our coaching staff works so hard on, with the weight room and obviously the way that they handle things throughout the season and the 7-on-7s and things like that. I couldn't ask for anything more out of our coaching staff, and you can see, like you said, the progression on the field and throughout the years of all the time and effort that they put in. So it's mainly, our coaching staff and our kids buying into that program and putting forth that effort, total effort, right?
There you go.
So are you host tonight, or are you spectator tonight?
I will be host tonight until probably at least halftime. After all that's done, then I can be spectator and enjoy the second half of the game.
A parade this afternoon as well. Kind of just talk about that, because that's fun to see the students all get involved, and kind of that sets the day for what's to come later on tonight.
Yeah, it's exciting. We have all of our teams that they come in and they're part of the parade and things like that. So it just amps everything up. You get a little bit of a break. I got to do some setup things here still with Mr. Johnson, but it just builds up throughout the whole week, really. Yeah. We've tried to do fun things throughout the week to get these kids ready to go, and they might not enjoy it as much today as students as they will in the future coming back and things like that, but it's just exciting and a big game for us.
Yeah, we're going to take the scorekeeper. We got plenty of candy, so if you're out at the parade, make sure if we don't eat it all before that, right, we'll have some candy. Speaking of Moline, we want to thank Todd for stopping by, but there was former Maroons in town today with a really big announcement. Of course, everybody knows that the Iowa basketball team will be playing in the Quad Cities. They'll take on Washington State on November 15th down at the Vibrant Arena today. Brock, Owen, and Fred McCaffrey were in town to kind of talk about the game coming up. Super excited to be back home. We'll hear from a pair of former Maroons right now.